AskReddit by one-sided. What's something that changed disappeared because of COVID that still hasn't returned? Sense of time is fucked up. Like if I skipped 3 years of my life. I went from being pretty close to approximating when a past event happened to having no clue now. That happened last year. No wait, 6 years ago? Whatever. Time got wibbly wobbly. We are experiencing higher than normal call volume. The wait time at your local emergency department is 4h53 minutes. Are you sure you need to be here? My social battery. I don't know what happened. I was literally going to a music festival once every 2-3 months, multiple music shows, hanging out with friends and going out camping, partying, etc. Now, me and my wife just kind of sit at home and maybe go out to a park or do some hiking and every once in a while go out to a board game night. We went to a couple music shows and I just felt like, what am I doing here? I'd rather be on the couch. But then when I am home, I feel guilty, like I should be out enjoying life but have no motivation or I guess pull to do anything. Frankly, it's been miserable. Direct delivery from restaurants. Everything is now being funneled through DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. I just wanna call the Chinese place and order delivery at a normal price, like the old days. The food always arrived and was usually what you ordered too. With DoorDash, it's often wrong and sometimes it never shows up at all. And getting your money refunded is like pulling teeth. House prices seem like they'll be forever unattainable now. The fact that they continue to rise in many markets is the one that gets me. We could accept 2020's huge run-up as an aberration. 2021 maybe even still. Finally, in 2022, there appeared to be a slowdown in the meteoric rise. 2023 appears to be tracking the trend to rise again. But we're only 4 months in, height of selling season, so we'll get another look as the year goes by. I'm a public high school teacher, and students' attention spans are still very short relative to before. University students too. My students can't sit through a lecture anymore without talking to the person next to them. Not just 1-2 students but a lot of them. That never used to happen, except maybe once a term, and used to stop as soon as I made eye contact or, at worst, if they didn't get the message, ask them directly to pipe down. Now little conversations pop up across the lecture theater all class even after I tell them to stop the chatter. It's like they can't help themselves. They don't know how to, aren't trained to behave in an educational setting anymore. Me giving a shit about my career. Me giving a shit. I just don't really care anymore. Edit. Lots of updates. I wanted to stress I wish I cared. So much is falling apart and the apathy is overwhelming. If it wasn't for my good girl Papa, I don't know if I'd get up on days off. 24-hour Walmart. I've worked nights for years and Walmart at 3 AM is no longer an option, at least nowhere near my house. I used to do all my shopping at Walmart and Kroger's at 2 or 3 AM, and I loved it so. Lots of box dodging, but no people, and short lines, if any. There was a wonderful hobby shop in the town I live in. Sold RC vehicles, high quality model kits, supplies, model train stuff, hosted MTG tournaments, Warhammer, etc. Really, really nice place. It was run by the nicest guy and some of his friends. It's gone now. Makes me really sad. I bought all my hobby stuff from him. Now I have to either drive 2 hours if I want to buy from a locally owned store, or I need to buy from online. That's the worst. Those places are such bright spots but they usually are only moderately successful in the best of times. There was one around the corner from where I grew up that I visited a lot, but the owner wound up having to close because the landlord decided to be a dick about demanding rent early or something like that. It's been a while so I can't remember. 24-hour stores and restaurants. There are probably way less than half as there used to be. I didn't realize they hadn't returned until I spent hours driving around looking for medicine for my son at 1 AM. People's patience. Yes. I work in a pharmacy and people, hate to say it, but normally old people, will come in and ask for a refill on a medication they've been on for years. We'll say it'll be a wait and they'll damn near flip the counter over. But I'm out. It doesn't take that long to put pills in a bottle. Then I say that's why we ask for a 48-hour notice prior to you running out. There's people waiting for urgent medication ahead of you. We'll fill yours when we get to it. I'm going to report you. I can die without my medicines. Welp, another 40-minute prop won't kill you. You'll receive a text message when it's ready. Cool hobbies that people picked up got left behind due to people going back to the normal life of working in traffic. So many lost sourdough starters. Edit. I just want to say how much I appreciate the creative names you all gave your sourdough starters. May they rest in peace. My business of 17 years. I'm still working on getting over it. I had no idea that I would grieve it. I think of people who ripped off the COVID relief funds, and when I hear of people who went through real problems makes me rage. My wife's business was on life support for almost a year. Those funds plus the generosity of her office landlord who gave her a temporary discount on rent were the only things that kept it afloat. Affordable rent. Deleted. We are experiencing higher than normal wait times. Yeah, right, you just didn't rehire the same amount of people you laid off. Now it doesn't matter when you call, you're looking at a multi-hour wait. Businesses have also been saying that same message for the last 3 years. It's a normal wait time now. Fuck, call the moment the lines open and you get this recording. My insomniac ass being able to do my grocery shopping at 4 AM. COVID gave me insomnia. I haven't slept good since school sent us teachers home. I was always out when my head hit the pillow, then suddenly at best 4 hours a night with at least twice a week no sleep. People's mental health. Absolutely. Since the start of COVID, I've noticed a huge uptick in people getting angry at the smallest things. Not just online but also in real life. At one point, I remember literally making every single person angry. Everyone I met. Even saying thanks to someone got a snippy response. I had never seen that before COVID. It made me go like, is everyone, like, okay? I think we are seeing that people are still very angry about things right now, even very trivial things. Edit. I don't think we can blame it on us politics. I'm not in the US but the same thing is happening here. My desire to interact WPPL, it's gone. Same. I've gotten far too comfortable with being alone in my house. All day breakfast at McDonald's. Thanks for reminding me. Now I'm mad again. Being back the steak McSkeleton steak and egg bagel while we're at it. Stores still close too early. Hard to get a pizza after 10 PM sometimes. Hard to even just run errands after work in general. The malls and majority of stores around me still have covered hours, 10 AM 7 PM, so I'm sold trying to get anything when I get off work at 6:30 during the week. Tip function on every debit machine. Like McDonald's or Booster Juice. Would you like to round up to prevent child hunger? No, I'd like the multi-billion-dollar company known for making mass-produced cheeseburgers to provide some support. My job, in 2020, and then the company altogether, in 2023. My sense that in the end everything will be okay. There it is again, that funny feeling. My sanity and damp, grandma. I'm sorry. 24-hour diners. Edit. I'm an NY and the nearest Waffle House is 100 miles away, so that's not a possibility. Thankfully my local one stayed 24 hours. Being kind. It's like people gave up. I feel like the majority of the population not driving during lockdown completely forgot how to drive during that time and have still not managed to remember the basics yet. My daily commute is infuriating. The dollar store. Now it's the dollar and amp 25-cent store. In Canada our main dollar store, Dollarama, is now selling items up to $5. They also mostly replaced their cashiers with self-checkouts. They have recorded record profits this year because no one can afford to shop at a regular store anymore. Basic manners and emotional regulation maturity. Normal priced goods.